As part of the NHS application process for all jobs, you must submit a supporting information statement. The supporting information is the main part of the NHS application form where the majority of people fail. So if you want to submit the strongest possible NHS supporting information statement, stay tuned because I am here to help you. And just very quickly, if you are new to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hundreds of you are passing your NHS applications and interviews at the first attempt. I can only help you if you are subscribed, and please give the video a like because that motivates me to create more content for you. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, let's jump straight into the tutorial. So to help you pass the NHS application form at the first attempt, I will cover the following 3 things in this tutorial. Number 1, I will explain what the NHS supporting information section is and what you must include in it. Number 2, I will then give you 7 powerful words and phrases to use in your NHS supporting information statement that are guaranteed to grab the attention of the assessor. And then finally, number 3, I will give you a brilliant example NHS supporting information script to use before telling you where you can instantly download my full set of ready-made scripts. Okay, let's get started and I will explain what the NHS supporting information section is and the different things you should include in it. So the supporting information section that forms part of the NHS application form is where you explain why you are the best person for the job. It is essential you sell yourself and explain why you are suitable for the position you have applied for, and more importantly, how you meet the requirements laid out in the person's specification. So the aim when writing a brilliant NHS supporting information statement is to convince the assessor you are ready-made for the position. Now, there are 5 things you should consider including in your NHS supporting information statement. Let's start working through them. So the first thing you should include in your NHS supporting information statement is your main duties and responsibilities from previous work positions. So in your NHS supporting information, include details of experience you have gained where you have either helped other people, worked as part of a team, delivered excellent service, and also followed rules and procedures. Number 2 is the details of your skills and knowledge that are relevant to the position you are applying for in the NHS. So good things to include in this part of your NHS supporting information statement are relevant skills you have gained, such as taking the lead during tasks and projects, communication and listening skills, managing stressful situations, dealing with difficult people, solving challenging problems, and embracing change with a positive attitude. The third thing to include are details of any voluntary work you have completed. So if you have at any stage during your life carried out voluntary work, make sure you include it in your NHS supporting information statement. Why? Well, you should do this because if you are the type of person who is willing to volunteer for charity or good causes and give up your free time for nothing, it shows you are empathetic of other people, have good morals, and you care. All of these are essential qualities needed to work in the NHS. Oh, and by the way, if you have cared for other people, whether it's relatives or friends, make sure you also include this in your NHS supporting statement. The fourth thing to include in your NHS supporting information statement is information about any presentations you have delivered, research work you have completed, or publications and dissertations you have written. You should include these because being able to communicate well and extract information and data and then use it in your work are crucial skills needed in the NHS. And finally, the fifth thing you can include in your NHS supporting information statement is details of any gaps in your employment. So if you have had time off from work, make sure you mention the reasons why in your NHS supporting statement. So good reasons for having time off from work include caring for sick or elderly parents or relatives, raising your family, traveling the world to experience new languages, cultures, and different ways of living, and also taking time off to study, learn a new skill, or develop an existing one. Okay, now that we know the different things you can include in your NHS supporting information statement, let me give you 7 brilliant words and phrases you can use to make it really stand out from the competition, and I will then give you my brilliant scripted statement to write down. The first word or phrase you can use in your NHS supporting information statement is NHS values. Make sure you include this. So in your supporting statement, mention the NHS values and how you will demonstrate them in your work. You could say this: having studied and learned the NHS values, I understand how important they are to delivering outstanding treatment and care to patients. The second word or phrase you can use in your NHS supporting information statement is job description. So in your supporting statement, it is vital you say you have read the job description and you have the skills, qualities, and experience to meet the demands of the role. So you can say this: before applying for this NHS position, I took the time to thoroughly read the job description to ensure the experience, knowledge, and skills I have will enable me to perform competently in the role. The third word or phrase you can use in your NHS supporting information statement is collaboration. This is a great one. So collaboration is an alternative word to teamwork. To be effective in the NHS, you must be capable of collaborating closely with other healthcare professionals. If you are a good team player, make sure you mention the word collaboration in your NHS supporting information statement to help it stand out. NHS supporting information word or phrase number 4 is commitment to quality of care. Now, one of the most important NHS values is a commitment to quality of care. The care you provide to patients while working in the NHS must be high quality and relevant to their needs. Show you understand how important this is by referencing the words commitment to quality of care in your supporting statement. The fifth word or phrase you can use in your NHS supporting information statement is flexible and adaptable. Now, the NHS needs employees who are prepared to work additional hours, cover the duties of other NHS workers, and be flexible in their job description. If I were applying for a position in the NHS, I would include the following in my supporting information statement. I am flexible and adaptable, meaning I want to work additional hours to support the NHS, and I am willing to carry out duties outside the scope of my job description to assist the organisation when required. NHS supporting information word or phrase number 6 is respect and diversity. Now, the NHS prides itself on being respectful of everyone, providing the same level of treatment and care to all, regardless of their circumstances or background, and it values diversity and what it can bring to the organisation. Now, in your supporting information statement, you can demonstrate the importance of respect and diversity by saying this: I am respectful of everyone I come into contact with and appreciate how important diversity is to the effective function and operation of the NHS. In all my work, especially when coming into contact with patients and other healthcare professionals, I will be respectful, value people's opinions, and listen to their needs. And the 7th word or phrase you can use in your NHS supporting information statement is taking ownership. Now, the NHS want to employ people who take ownership of challenges and problems and also take ownership of their professional development. If I were applying to work in the NHS, I would include the following 2 sentences in my supporting information statement. I am the type of person who takes ownership of difficult challenges and problems as opposed to leaving them for others to deal with. I also take ownership of my professional development to ensure my skills and knowledge enable me to complete my duties to the standards expected in my work. Okay, now that we know what an NHS supporting information statement is, what to include in it, and example sentences, let's start putting everything together. So I will now give you an example NHS supporting information scripted statement for you to use. Now, once I've given you the script, I will tell you where you can download it instantly, plus my full set of ready-made NHS supporting information statements as a PDF guide. NHS supporting information statement example. Thank you for the opportunity to apply for this position with the National Health Service. Before applying, I took the time to thoroughly read the job description to ensure that the experience, knowledge, skills and qualities I have will enable me to perform competently in the role. Over the years, I have gained valuable experience in various positions where the need to help others, collaborate as part of a team, deliver excellent service and adhere to strict rules and procedures has been essential. For example, while working as a insert the job title for insert the name of the company, I dealt with customers daily in person, via email and telephone. At all times, I was polite and respectful and asked questions to establish each customer's needs before creating a plan of action for dealing with their issue promptly and efficiently. I also have extensive experience working as part of a team to achieve a common goal. In my last position, I worked on a time-sensitive project for a company client with 4 other people. Partway through the project, we lost 2 team members due to sickness. To ensure our goal was still achieved, we each took on additional responsibilities and worked extra hours to meet the project deadline. These and other important workplace and life skills I have developed make me a strong candidate for working in the NHS. In addition to being a good match for the job description and person specification, I have studied and learned the NHS values and have experience applying them in the workplace. For example, in a previous job, I was commended by my manager for constantly putting forward ideas to my team as to how we could improve the service offered to customers. This demonstrates my ability to apply the values of improving lives and working together for patients. I fully understand how important the NHS values are to delivering outstanding service and care to patients, and I will work hard to demonstrate these in all my work. In addition to possessing the right interpersonal skills and qualities to meet the demands of this NHS position, I have demonstrated my natural ability to be empathetic towards others through the voluntary work I have carried out. For 3 months, I volunteered at a homeless centre in my local community, and the time spent there made me more appreciative of life and how important it is to demonstrate respect, compassion and understanding for other people. The life experiences I have gained mean I respect everyone I come into contact with, and I appreciate how important diversity is to the effective function of an organisation such as the NHS. In addition to my varied and diverse work history, I have experience researching information and delivering presentations. For example, during my studies, I was required to submit regular dissertations based on facts and evidence. This work was engaging, enlightening, and a positive way to develop my critical thinking skills. In my last position, I often created presentations for my manager on company performance, and I am conversant in using all Microsoft applications, including PowerPoint and Word. Outside work, I keep myself fit, healthy and active which means my concentration levels are always high, and I can take on a large workload while dealing with the stress and pressure that inevitably comes with a position in the NHS. I am the type of person who takes ownership of complex challenges and problems instead of leaving them for others to deal with. I also take ownership of my professional development to ensure that my skills and knowledge enable me to complete my duties to the standards expected in my work. I am flexible and adaptable, meaning I want to work additional hours to support the NHS. I am also willing to perform duties outside my job description to assist the organisation when required. Thank you for considering my application to work for the National Health Service. I will feel immensely proud to work for this great organisation if I succeed. Okay, so there's a brilliant example NHS supporting information statement for all job roles. If you want to download that exact statement in a Word document plus an additional 30 brilliant example supporting statements for all NHS band roles, make sure you click that link right now in the top right hand corner of the video. Head straight through to my website, howtobecome.com, and you can download everything instantly. Literally within 2 minutes from now, it can all be in your inbox. Make sure you check out that link right now. Also, please make sure you subscribe to this channel. Hundreds of you are passing your NHS applications and job interviews at the first attempt. I can only help you if you are subscribed. Please give the video a thumbs up, give it a like. A lot of time and effort goes into making these videos. I would really appreciate it if you gave it a like. And don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. I have put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It's always a pleasure to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best for passing your NHS application and forthcoming interview. Have a great day.